Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blogs that I write for them, talking about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs were hits or not. So, this latest kick that I'm on is kind of talking about using cities and states within your songs to get your message across. And just a little bit of a background on this. The country duo Big and Rich sat at a songwriting workshop early in their career. And as each person at the table introduced themselves, Kenny and John, the two members of Big and Rich, started taking notes on where everyone was from. This exercise would later become the title track to their second album, Come Into Your City. And while this does make for a great story, writing about a city or a state has proven successful for many artists even before them. So they weren't really reinventing the wheel there, but they were, practicing something that had worked for a lot of artists, such as Johnny Cash with I've Been Everywhere, the King Cole Trio with Get Your Kicks on Route 66, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Midnight Train to Georgia, and then the mention of South Detroit in Don't Stop Believin', along with countless others. In this blog, we're going to talk about cities and states, using those as song titles, or at least significant lines within the song. We'll do the same in the vlogs too. And as an added bonus, all of these songs were written by people I've discovered and been associated with while living in Memphis, with 3 out of the 4 artists being from the Memphis area. So the first one that we're going to talk about is South Dakota by Bailey Bigger. Lyrically, the song calls attention to the loss of indigenous rights, indigenous land, and indigenous voices throughout the history of the United States, and the whitewashing of that history for the sake of let's just ignore kind of the bad stuff. So Bailey references the original name of Mount Rushmore, which is grandfather's mountain, and that's the mountain that the US government took from Native Americans in South Dakota. The history of misuse of indigenous land has continued for years and years and years in different ways, including more recently a motorcycle rally in 2016 leading up to the presidential election that really stuck with Bailey as, kind of some symbolism of white privilege and misusing this beautiful land. As a whole, this song is about finding yourself, but in order to do so, you need to have a really tough conversation with yourself, look in the mirror, and take a look at America's dark past and all the ways that you yourself and we as a whole people have contributed to its downfall by perpetuating those harmful behaviors. There's hope in a place like South Dakota to remain beautiful, hope for it to remain beautiful, as long as we treat the land as its original inhabitants intended. But we must change those harmful behaviors now before it's too late. Musically, this song begins with a 12-string guitar. Bigger co-wrote the track with local musician and label mate Mark Edgar Stewart, and the 12-string allowed her to access a fuller, more mysterious sound. In addition to the 12-string, a mandolin comes in and serves as the most prominent instrument throughout, and drums can also be heard on the track. The song uses a 1-2-4 pattern of D-E-G, with the song being written in D overall. Structurally, the song begins with a verse, and that verse is split up into 2 parts with an instrumental break in between. Then the chorus comes in, followed by another verse. The second verse is the same length as the first without that instrumental break. And then another chorus comes in, followed by a bridge and one final chorus. The final chorus changes up the lyrics, which is a pretty innovative choice. Many songs have a chorus that changes the second time out, and then the last chorus is the same as the first. But having something different to listen to the last time fits well around the idea of self-growth in this spiritual journey and it's self-growth, but more of a call to action in that last chorus. The lyrical change in the last chorus is also supported by a string buildup instrumentally. So South Dakota is linked below, so you can listen to it. Bailey Baker is a great, local artist from the Memphis area, Marion, Arkansas. For those of you relatively familiar with the area, but this is probably my favorite song of hers, but it's really hard to choose. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get something out of it, and it inspires you to examine yourself and the ways that you benefit from society that are not so positive. But I am Minnesota Mike. You can check out all my other videos, all my other vlogs, which are on YouTube, and my videos for my music as well, also on YouTube. And then, of course, make sure that you read my blog on the Memphis Songwriters Association website, memphisongwritersassociation.org. Thank you so much. And next time, we are going to chat about a song called Mississippi Why You Gotta Be So Mean by Tony Maynard. Thank you so much.